And we're back. Good morning, Tuesday morning. So I've just got back off holiday. Last time I went on holiday, well, not the last time, but one the before, a house fell down. So I'll show you a video here of what happened. We were doing a rip out, so we're doing a rip out now actually, so I don't want to jinx it, but we were doing a rip out on a student's house, and the lads took away the UPVC windows, and the UPVC windows were just foamed in, but there was no internal supports. The old timber windows were actually the supports for the brickwork and stuff above, which someone else had took out and not put back in. However, then years and years and years of these windows being in with no supports and that, little bits of movement and stuff, and then we'd come and like rip the house out, and we exposed this big massive crack in the concrete on top of the bay, which weighed about 2 ton, and had a big massive crack in. I come back off holiday and just went, whoa. I was like, right, everyone stop, everyone get out, like, let's have a look at this. We were looking at trying to prop it, and we ended up breaking the concrete out, and then it moved the bay, and we had to demolish the bay and rebuild it. So I'm open, I'm come back off holiday this time, and we're in a bit of a better position. One thing is, we did get a message the other day from a company in between Regatta, I'm going to say Regatta Professional. So they messaged me and said that, you know, would they be able to provide us some clothing to try out? So I was like, yeah, give it a go. Anyone who watches this channel will know how hard it is to get pants and shorts that are flexible. So I said to them, look, I said, if you've got some flexible pants and shorts that you think we can try out, I'll give them like an honest review on the channel. So here we are. Although straight away they've just sent me these, which are like, I don't even know how to call them, like the thickest, strongest, no flex material. Like, I think when they said flex, like, they're on about that, but the actual crotch in that is like, that's just gonna rip as soon. I don't even know whether to try them out or just send them back. I feel bad trying stuff out when I know that's gonna get a 1 out of 10 review from me. But these ones look a bit different, so I'm gonna open these up and try them on instead of standing in my porch in my ballies. Got no boxes because we just come off holiday, so too much info though. Hey, I've actually gone ahead and pulled. I left the sticker on them because I thought they're not going to be what we wear in work and stuff. There's no way. The first leg up a scaffolding, like, they'd be dangerous. Like, if I go to put my leg on a scaffolding and my leg can't actually lift up and end up falling off. So I've left the tags on them. But these black ones, Regatta Professional, these are flexible, so these are what we're after. So they've sent enough for me and the lads here. I can do some shorts as well, or just pants. I think they just give us loads of pants. I'll have a look through it now. But first go, these are sound. I just don't know how long they're gonna last. They're similar to the ones I had, to be fair. They were from B&Q, site ones, but they stopped doing them. And these have arrived. Cherry picker. So whenever I do a job on the cherry picker, I can post these through the neighbours. And then also these arrived. So some QR codes that'll take you to stickers that'll take you to the channel to subscribe. Loads of stuff going on actually. I've got some fall arrests that I'm going to put on the cherry picker. It just gives us a bit more distance to walk on a roof but still be attached to the cherry picker, so we can't fall off the other side, for example. Loads going on. I've got stickers for the wood chipper. What else have I got? Oh yeah, new things. I've got a big let me go in there. So let me know what you do here. We've agreed a deal that's been going on for like 2 years with Steve, and obviously we've got the garden for the house next door. Spoke to the people while I was away. and I thought it was all good news. They turned around and said, look, you know, obviously the chances of getting planning with no parking at all for like 8-10 flats is going to be difficult, because even we had a pre-app for the previous application, and they mentioned that the parking wasn't enough for like the whole scheme. So our one's a sound. We've got loads of parking now. I'm going to be going that site today actually. Do you know what? You'd think I'd come back off holiday and I'd have everything like lined up of what's going on where, but I'm going to go and meet Ben and Paul at the yard now. Ben took this van to Woodcroft. It's the diesel particular filter, or whatever it's called. So that is blocked on this van, or needs unblocking, needs like, you know, cleaning out. Or I'm sure I've had this in the past where I think Mick got his done and it was cheaper. I done one on the other van actually. It was cheaper to buy a new exhaust than it was to try and get this cleaned out, and it might not work. So I don't know whether that's going to be the same with this. I'll have a look at it. I think I got a new exhaust on this. It was one of these vans I did. I'll have a look. If the exhaust is old or whatever, might be easier just to buy a new exhaust. But yeah, let's go to the yard, catch up with Ben and Paul, see where the jobs are at, see if any houses have fell down. And what would you do? So I own the garden for this house next door, and I was going to go and fence it off, because what was happening was the owner, who'd sort of, I don't know what's happened with obviously Steve, the previous owner, but he basically, they come up with an idea together and it didn't work out. I think they both ended up losing loads of money on it. So it's just, yeah, it's not worked out very well. But he's obviously trying to claw back as much money as he can. It's been in the auctions every month and hasn't sold, and has sold once, and then they got out of it somehow, and then another time it sold and they actually lost the deposit, so the deposit went to the seller. I don't know whether they're trying to do that a couple of times, so whether this sale goes through. But while I was on holiday, I'd all agreed with them, and we were going to buy the whole plot and do it all as one big, you know, development. However, someone's offered 10 grand more than me, and they've looks like they've gone ahead with them. And I don't know whether the seller has, you know, said to them, oh look, yeah, you know, we can, the garden's not with it, but you know, here's the details, you'll be able to get the garden, no worries. Or I don't know. So I might try and they've actually got in touch with Steve, so I need to speak to Steve and say, have you got the number or whatever, and just have a chat with them and see what they're doing. But Steve said they were looking to do flats with it, which, yeah, I can't see the council granting flats there with no parking whatsoever. Whether this person even knows that, whether they even know that it's got no parking, I don't know. We'll see.
You can review.
I can. I'm reviewing them, aren't I? You're saying I can't be honest. So I said they're sound if you don't want to lift your leg above 30 centimetres.
If you're staying stationary.
So there's a pair of them each if you want, or I can send them back to the company and say, oh look, to be honest. Or there's these black ones, yeah, which these are all right.
Regatta are good stuff. Similar to these. It's mostly your outdoor walk and stuff.
And then I don't know whether they've got like a bit of a
Got a different material.
A grip, you know, when you're on the roof. Yeah. You know, when you're going down like the SARS and that for it,
don't you?
Yeah.
Just sit back. 28, they're definitely labby, aren't they?
There's 28, 36s, I think 34, I don't know.
32.
I'll have a look. But yeah, I don't know if you want any of them navy ones. No. Did you get me stuff from there?
In the navy.
Have you not been?
If you want to go today.
Well, I'll have to go, yeah. Because they're the only keys they've got.
I know, they messaged me yesterday.
Oh yeah.
They just sent you all the kids' charges.
So I'll go and pick my stuff up there.
On the tester.
Yeah.
32.
And you're going the Walton job?
I'm on Walton job, yeah. I need me like 36.
What are you on?
Putting them. Get rip out.
Oh yeah, bland tyre. Which one are you taking then? Has the thing finally snapped on there?
Yeah. With a little help and tap from Labby.
What do you mean?
I asked him to help me open it the other day because it was jammed, you know, the lock. So as I was pushing the side, I said to him, just like rag that. But he had an hammer in his hand and decided to try and use the hammer to free it up. So that freed the whole.
To be fair, you should be able to do it. It shouldn't come off, should it?
Yeah, well, an helping hand with an hammer did, mate.
Yeah, it doesn't always help.
Do you want these in the office?
Put them in the office, yeah. Need to open it up. And what else have we got? Oh, did he not do the? He didn't. Well, he obviously didn't do the wing mirror. What's that? An egg? Someone egged me gate. Why did they do that? Let's have a look on the camera.
They're all up to things to do, like throwing eggs out of kick, like 2 teenage girls and a boy, when I was loading up scaffold the other week, tried to walk in, then they seen me turn around and shot out. I walked out to see what they were up to, and literally as I walked out, they were climbing over the fucking nursery to get to the back somehow. So, I don't know if they were the ones sneaking around, but madly.
As I try to suss out the Halloween trail.
Yeah, well, more on that. And then they're still parking here even though the line's been... It's made no difference whatsoever. Hey.
Parked next to the trailer yesterday and come over to me and went, "You've blocked that in." I went, "Yeah, I'm going to move the back." Joe, I'm just letting you know, it's my Mars. Little red car like that. I went, "Sound, I wouldn't just leave a car blocked in." I said, "I'm going to move it, we're just like loading other things." But like come over and went, "You've blocked my mum's car in." I went, "I'm moving the van, I haven't blocked them, not stopped you."
Yeah. We're not as bad as they think.
Give us 5 minutes, will you, girl?
Hang it out of the tree instead.
Yeah, so I've got to remove this flag from the pole, or I've got to apply for planning. So you can only put a flag if it's to do with like a country. It can't be to do with advertising. So if it's to do with advertising, you need planning permission. So I could either apply to make Bowden Builders a country.
Do a big England flag, and in 1/4 of the white we put your Bowden Builders flag on.
Yeah, or, well, they'd probably just say it's still... And it's weird at the minute with the England flags, everyone's taking them as like racism, aren't they? When people started painting all the roundabouts with... It's like, it's suddenly become like almost like a negative, just putting the England flag up.
I'll be patriotic.
Yeah, which is a bit mad. But yeah, I'll have to probably just take it down then. And yeah, just sorting with Ben now, like what to do going forward. I need to move. I'm taking 2 of these trailers to the job. However, I don't know if it's a bad idea. I just don't know whether he's going to end up filling them with crap, and then like realistically, he's got the use of them for 12 months. Is it just delaying another problem, and they're just going to be in the way?
Of getting rid of it.
No, we've got to find somewhere to put them, but this was just a solution that I come up with because I had them on the yard and I wanted to obviously move them off. But now I'm thinking, well, actually, like, is it going to end up just being another problem further down? I'm just pushing a problem further down the line, aren't I? And he's not got anywhere to put the stuff, so I'm gonna go today and have a little look, see. Right, because I really could do with that, because then I can just make space on this yard and make it more usable. We were just looking at the what do we call it? Pump truck? Pallet lifter. So you actually used it to deliver 5 pallets, was it?
Yeah.
5 pallets, but they weren't full pallets. You done like half ones, did you?
180.
180, yeah. See that, like, it's no good that if we were getting 180s with it, is it? Oh, the idea was I wanted to be able to get a ton bag with it. That was why I wanted to move the things wider. Because then what we can do is we can have ton bags on here, like I'm talking a fifth of the price. you know, like pea gravel, sand, sharp sand, building sand. So if I just had a section here with ones in, we could come, lift it on with the forklift, take that, lift it off on the job, and then if we do have jobs where we're done and we go, right, there's half a ton bag there, you just go with that, lift it back on the trailer, bring it back to the yard. Because how many jobs where you go where you need, like, you're not sure whether you need a full ton bag or whether you need... So that was the idea of making that wider. I reckon that's definitely bent. Look at that now from there to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Has it? Is it just because... Ready? So what I was saying was I've messaged the company to say, like, these are like leaning forward now. Like if I stand on that now, it's like I feel like I'm proper leaning back. Why is it doing that? I can't really see anywhere where it's... Does it look... Yeah, it does look bent now, doesn't it? There. That bit. Does that look bent to you now?
It does me.
So let me just show them what I mean in terms of... Like... There now. Like that's not ideal, is it, when you're picking stuff up? You don't want a pallet of bricks leaning that way. Yeah, so I was going to drop this off to Welder Fabber and ask him to move... Well, if should I do that? Should I just drop that off and ask him to move this to wider than a ton bag and a pallet, and we'll give it a go?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
The council actually, what's going on? You know, but yes, I just pulled up at the right time, you know.
Yeah.
And she said, we're going in. I said, what do you mean you're going in? She said, we're going in the house. I said, oh. And then she showed me the key. She said, I've just bought it. So, oh. She said, yes, I paid the deposit. So we're going in. And it's very nice, you know, big smile on her face. Pleased to meet you and all this.
Yeah.
You know. A nice person, it seems. You know, she came across that way anyway. So we chatted for a while, and she said, "Is this your van?" Meaning in the driveway. I just said yes. And obviously I knew what she was thinking. You know, she was about to say, "Well, will you get it gone?" You know. And I said, "You do realise you don't have any rights to the driveway. You haven't bought that. You've only bought the house." Oh my God, her face and the builder. I said, "Well, no, you've got no access around the back."
And did she say she was going to make it into flats?
Yeah.
God.
So
I think
she rang me.
the sellers led her down a path there.
Yeah. Oh, that's what she said. She said, everything just changed, you know. She said, I'm gonna have to speak to. I mean, I can't remember what she said exactly. I mean, I thought she bought it in the auction. I didn't realise it was pre-auction.
Yeah, she's put an offer in pre-auction because he come back to me. I'd agreed the price with him, and he said, "Look, yeah, let's go ahead and whatever." And then he come back. I didn't hear nothing, and I messaged him when I got back and just said, "Oh." And then one of my mates said, "Oh, I seen that house was in the auction again, and it's sold pre-auction." And I was like, thinking, "Oh, maybe he's took it off because we've agreed something." And he turned around and said, "Oh yeah, someone's offered us like 10 grand more," and he's obviously just done it. He's already had a deposit off someone, so I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, just keep selling it.
Yeah, he just keep getting idiots in the auction who are gonna. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll come with you and obviously speak to her because I was gonna have a look at all these trees and that to see what. I'm meeting a tree officer there.
Have you got the plan sort of where the boundary is?
Yeah. It's on.
Have you?
It's on the auction. It's on the auction site. You can see it. But what they've done is, obviously, what they put on the pictures on the auction isn't necessarily. They put disclaimers everywhere on the auction, so it'll say on it that, you know, do your own research. This is just an image. Don't use this image as any sort of, you know, legal. This image is no legal document or anything like that. They're quite crafty, aren't they?
Yeah.
You'd think I've had loads of calls about it. To be fair, people saying, "Oh, they were looking at it and it didn't stack and doesn't work and stuff." And I was like, "Well, yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, is it, to make stuff work?" But yeah, I don't mind. I'll come meet you. I've got some jobs to run around this morning. And so what were you meeting at 10:30? What did how did that come about? Did she say, "Oh, can I meet you again" or something, or?
She asked me for my number, so gave her my number, and then she rang me about, I don't know, 5 o'clock or whatever it was, and she said, no, it was earlier on actually, but whatever. I said, she said, would you have time to meet at like a chat?
So that was why I wanted to put the fence up.
Yeah, no.
Because I knew if we put a fence up, anyone going to look at it would go, "Hold on, what's going on here?" And then they'd know. I just can't believe people hand over 20 grand without any due diligence. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Sound? All right, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And I've solicitors wise and that. We'll get it from rolling with that as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Bye. So that was Steve, who's... I knew this was going to happen. Adnan's or not Adnan, the sellers are naughty. Well, I suppose, do you know what? They're just acting in their best interest, aren't they? I'd feel morally bad if I knew someone was buying something off me that wasn't quite true. But I don't know, people aren't as... Yeah, when money's involved, people just want the money back, don't they? Right, so I'm going to go... that'll be an interesting one. Oh, I'd explain this. A woman's bought the house next door to the ones we're doing that I'd agreed on Aldi to buy. And she doesn't know that she doesn't actually own the garden. Oh, before I forget, I'm on my yard. And thank you, my postbox does work. Your honour and the owns touched my... And then I've got another one here. I'm going to open this one now. I didn't actually notice that when I picked it out the box. Although you spelt Bowden Builders wrong. It's still got here. Right, well, I suppose it serves me right for asking people to send me, have a few beers on me. Well, I thought it was funny. He sent me, I think it's rice paper 20s. Right. Thank you guys. At least I know that my postbox is working, and that all my bills must be digital now, and that's why I'm not getting. I was a bit where I was thinking I haven't had a post for like literally 6 months. Right, better go and get some work done before I go and meet this person who's probably not going to be happy. I'm just thinking how you're too kind. Hey? Literally. I'm just saying, this wasn't here last time we were here, and it looks like it's been there for like years, but the tyre's flat.
They are now, yeah.
So, like, this is your friend's car?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it, it'll have to go at some point, obviously, but it's not going to go this way.
Why have you said to someone they can park a car here? Why? You're too nice, aren't you?
It's my land.
Yeah, but you're too nice, aren't you? In terms of, oh yeah, just come and put your car here. Is it because they didn't have tax or MOT, so they can't put it on the road?
Well, obviously it's not taxed.
So are they paying you to put it here?
No.
No. So you've just literally done this as a favour?
Well, I've had a similar favour.
Oh, fair
up
enough.
There, so, mind you, the favour backfired big time, but that's another story. Really
It sounds like you need to stop doing people favours and be a bit more selfish. But we've just, how would you explain the woman? Like, the woman we met? Who's bought?
purchaser, buyer.
No, I'm saying like she was overly nice, wasn't she? And like I feel bad that she's been thoroughly done by Venmore's, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So she said that Venmore's rang her on the Friday. The moment I'd agreed to buy it, I'd offered 200, and they said we've got an offer here of 210, which was hers. And they said if you match that, so it's an offer 210 subject to survey. And I thought structural report. I was like someone's going to come and go. And then a proper engineer. What she said was just a mate who said it was all right. If she got a proper report done, they'd have tore it to bits. So a mate's just come and said, yeah, you know, it's obviously it's got no roof. It's this, that needs doing, but it looks okay. There's no subsidence, which is what she was worried about. So she's gone, yeah, sound. They've rang her back and said 4 o'clock on a Friday, said we close in half an hour. If you can put a deposit, if you can transfer us the deposit right now, you can have it for 220. And she's just panicked and transferred them the money. So she's transferred them 10% plus fees. And obviously buzzing, wasn't she?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you met her here, didn't you? And said that she come and was buzzing, thinking like, when she was asking you whose van's that to move the van.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's mine.
Steve was like, oh, it's my van, you know, but this is obviously...
You've only bought the house.
You've only bought that house. And what did her face just drop?
Oh, God, yeah. I thought she'd try telling me I was wrong, but she didn't actually. She seemed to... She believed me.
So she must have
Surprisingly,
she must have half clocked on the plans and gone, ooh, like maybe she's looked at the plans and gone, what does that mean? And just thought nothing of it. Well, it's obviously they rushed her into a decision, didn't they? So, so where we're at, I don't even know where we're at now in terms of she's.
I think she'll change her mind. I think she'll pull out.
She's obviously put the deposit down. I've said to her, if I were you, I'd go back and try and get your money back because obviously they've missold you. So she's going to try and do that. But she said otherwise, like, if they say no, then she has to follow through and buy this, and she's got to get full lending on it and stuff. She's done the odd little renovation, she said, didn't she? But she's jumped into this, and this will be the biggest thing she's ever done. And I was laughing, thinking like, of all the ones to jump into, like it's quite a.
I assume she was
a seasoned pro.
Absolutely, I thought she's the real purchasers sent her along to. Just to go and...
So I felt bad. I didn't know sort of what stance to take with her. Where I was like, well, look, you know, you've gazumped me, so normally I'd be pissed off that you've come and you're now like, you know, you're naive and that. And some people would be like, oh, well, screw you, you know, it's your mistake. It's.
Well,
but I've just tried to be as nice as I can.
She hadn't gazumped you, really. I mean, prior to putting the bid in, they didn't tell her what the offer was. She was just thrust to figure out out of thin air, really. I think.
But
it was just coincidence that she was only 20 grand more than you, which is 10 grand, was it? Whatever,
10, yeah.
10 grand, which is not, you know, considering she didn't know what you'd offered. It's a pretty close figure. Surprisingly.
No, sorry, they'd come back to me. So they'd said that we've got an offer of this. So they had an offer. They had an offer of 210. So that was it.
Oh, I see. Oh, so it was 210.
And I'd said 200 because I said, well, she's had an offer of 210 subject to a survey, and I was like, so they're going to send the surveyor around and they're going to go, it's going to cost like a surveyor if they price this, because I told her what I thought it would cost to do up. I said about 450 grand, and she was like, wow, that's cheap. So I don't know what prices she's getting.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's going to cost me far less than what she's just getting random builders from Liverpool. She's getting builders from Liverpool who are going to go, we've got this woman from London coming up who wants this. We're going to come to, if I come to this and was like, I'd be thinking, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? It's a proper shell. It's like your prices are going to be, there's so many unknowns in this. You're going to cover yourself at every sort of angle. So I don't know what prices she was getting back. She's coming back with another builder, isn't she, in a minute?
Yeah. Did she say what time she's coming back?
So I don't know whether we're going to have to put a fence up or not.
Oh, there's no point if you end up with it. Yeah.
I know, but that's what I thought originally, and then now she could end up following through and buying it, and then it becomes, she was like, well, can she get deliveries and stuff? Can she get scaffolding through here? And I was like, well, not really. I said, if it's going to, as long as it doesn't affect our build, because one thing I can't have is, you know, I can't have this build costing me money and time, and I just made that clear to her. I said, look, I'm trying to be as nice as I can. I feel like you've gazumped me at the last minute, but like, yeah. And the only thing I thought of doing was that if I buy it off her, so before she does stamp duty and all that crap, and that way she'd only lose 10 grand. Plus, I don't know what she's paid. She might have jumped in now and gone.
Do you know what she's paid, really?
No, I don't know what cost she's had though. So she said that she paid 220 to the auction. The auction fee will be 1.5%. So she's probably 24.5 in. And I don't know whether she's gone ahead and paid.
I think she's got a good claim though, isn't she?
Yeah, well, you would think so, wouldn't you? Especially the fact that they've said, listen, and she said when the woman showed around, they said this was part of it.
Yeah, and the fact that
that's terrible. Isn't that terrible? You hear, do you know what? You hear these stories in auction, and you just think, no, it can't be like. Are you gonna? What are we doing here?
pulling weeds out.
Pull
You're
them.
not doing anything.
I'm not doing it. I offered to bring a big machine in. I'm not like.
I'd rather give him a few, Bob.
But we're making space for 2 trailers.
Mm.
And then, are we getting rid of this?
Yeah, well, that's got to go, obviously.
So when you were saying about moving stuff, getting rid of stuff and that you need
space,
to, like...
Actually, where that is
enough.
That's 3 vehicles there.
Yeah.
Right. Easy.
And it's got a pit.
Yeah.
Did you put that in, or your dad? Or
I dug it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that what you used to do, mechanic?
Well, not professionally, like, but
Just
yes.
hobby.
Yeah. Good pit, that good. With a pump.
Good hole.
Yeah.
Good.
Adnan filled it full of bricks. I took them all out again.
Yeah.
That's Adnan for you.
Sound, and then I'm back here tomorrow to meet tree officer. I hope he doesn't come and start going no, marking all the trees. But you said you've cut 5 trees back, haven't you?
5, yeah, I think it was.
You got permission for 6.
And we took 5.
Surely they're going to let us cut that one in the front.
Well, prune it.
Heavily prune it.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But,
You'd have no point putting windows in the house if you've got that tree. Hey. Right, I'll leave you to it, and then.
There's no need to get rid of that tree.
Not getting rid of it. It just needs like properly cutting back though, where you can see through it like that, like where they go up to where like the actual what are they called? The actual branches are sort of like at higher things. You can get light and stuff in. Sound. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens with here.
Yeah.
But as far as we go, it's just clearing this, 2 trailers in, and then I can bring a ticket if you want. You're not gonna want to keep any of that, are you?
No.
Good. I was worried you were going to say yeah. I was worried you were going to say yeah. We'll move that to Wales or something.
No, some of those timbers might be alright, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
You're putting the fence up or something. The timbers like that.
You can't bin nothing, can you?
Well, I mean, Adnan goes and pays for all that. I mean, it's all rusted and gone now, but all that fencing that he put up, all brand new timber, and at the same time,
What, the hoarding?
yeah, all the hoarding. At the same time,
You had it all
he
here?
had a big bonfire, and they were burning all my timber. I mean, and I'm talking about really expensive timbers, some of them. Big, huge bonfire here.
Oh, so did he actually have lads here?
Oh God,
doing
they
stuff?
cleared all everywhere out. Yeah.
Ah, right. I didn't know. I didn't realise. I thought they were just,
I mean,
they just done plans and stuff and...
I mean, they're throwing literally garden tools on the fire. Garden tools, good garden tools, getting lobbed onto a bonfire, and you know, you've got gardens to deal with.
Yeah, now you need it.
That's it.
Right, I'm going to go and check on Phil and see how he's getting on. And then I'm meant to go to Knowsley as well. I don't people find this interesting. So go on, what do you reckon it's worth? Come on.
Well, as it stands, worth like 150 probably.
Well, my mate will probably give you more scrap than that.
Yeah, maybe 200.
So it's worth more scrap.
Is it probably 200?
You sell it before the summer when people want to convertible.
Hey?
The only time you get money for it.
Do you know what? Do you know where you'd be good selling that? Them moors, and they put pressure someone to put a deposit down. Hold on. So it's a 206 cc. Is it a cc?
It is, yeah. Convertible.
Go on, how much do you reckon done up? Hey,
You know, we're not talking about just got it on the road and you can drive to work in it. I'm talking about done up, which is a different thing. Properly
Yeah, done up, like MOT. Hold on, what reg is it?
03.
03. 05, 06. I think all the 03s have been scrapped.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's it. I mean, it's rare.
Oh yeah, I've got one. 04. 02, 04, 06. Right. How many miles do you reckon it's done?
I've no idea. I've got no idea. So, I mean, it hasn't been used for about 4 years or 3 years.
So, they start at like low mileage, 2005, great runner, 690 quid.
That's not like.
you still think this is worth doing up?
Well, it's not mine. It's irrelevant what I think. I don't know why you're asking me. It doesn't matter. It's not
I can't believe how low these mileage has done. 65. Some of my vans have done like 200,000 miles, and they've got like 2006 plates here, 2004 that have done 70,000 miles. That says something that not many of them even go over 100,000 miles.
It's just a shopping car, isn't it? I suppose for some people. Yeah.
Anything else hidden that we can guess the price? Is it open? No. Can you even open it? Has it got a battery?
It'll be flat if it hasn't got one, obviously.
Anything else? I can put it on YouTube, see if anyone wants to buy it. How much is this chair?
Haven't you got a job to go to?
I've got loads of jobs to go to, yeah. Right, I've just come to the student job, the rip out. And weird fella stood outside, like, looks like he's keeping watch or something. Oh, this is a weird one, isn't it? And why is there no one here? It's a weird little one, isn't it? But what's more concerning is no one's here, and I've just walked in and there's all tools in here. So I think it's Labby and Paul on this one. I don't think he'll be too impressed knowing that Labby's left the house open with Paul's tools on show. But yeah, starting another rip out. As you can see, there's just a bit of a mess everywhere, but Hopefully we'll get a load of bricks from this as well.
Oh,
Hello. Front door's wide open, all your tools are here. No one's here, you know.
does he know? I've left the key there, so I'd assume when they went, he would have, like, you know, locked the key.
Who's on here? You, Labby, and who?
Gary's turned up today.
Gaz?
Gaz.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Sound. Unless they found a block of gold and got off, mate.
No, I know Labby's been having his dinner at R1 lately. Something to do with what he has to do, like, pray-wise.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah,
I've literally just walked in there when your radio's on, your circular saws here.
Yeah, well, you'd assumed he would have locked it up. The key should be under my radio.
Let's have a look.
There's a domino tag on it.
Nah.
Yeah, should literally be there, the key.
Yeah. No worries, go on. I was just checking where...
Just took the key and got off.
And forgot to lock it. I was just checking where it was up to, yeah.
Yeah, just going to start taking that internal wall down in between the bedrooms. I told him to start that after dinner. I'm literally just leaving the yard now to go and do a wood run.
Biffer. Yeah. No worries. Alright. I'll catch you in a bit.
I had to go and get it hard. That's a pain.
Oh, yeah, for Biffer.
Yeah. The one's in the upper tipper, isn't it?
There should be... We should be one in each tipper, but for some reason they just always get moved and lost.
Yeah, every time I get him one, I use one, I'll leave it in here, then someone
moves it.
Yeah, I was just going to come back from Biffer to the yard, get the ladders to be able to get up into the roof space to
chimney.
Open up to take the chimney best down. But if you look in that back in the bathroom, there's actually still half the chimney stack there, you know. On the left hand side where there shouldn't even be one.
Yeah, a little one you mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a big one.
Well, that's what I mean, it goes...
And it's not even propped.
No, it's not, it wasn't propped at all, mate.
Yeah, do you know what, they will half self-support these, but yeah, obviously we'll go up in the roof and start taking it off so that we can get it...
Yeah, there's nothing in the roof. I've been outside and looked when I
think next thing you're going to need is a pallet on the trailer, aren't you?
No, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back from Biffer, come straight to the yard, get two pallets.
And the rack and stuff, the strap and stuff.
Yeah, and we'll be able to, like you said, well, I'm just going to put the bricks outside for now, because tomorrow I'll probably be able to do a tip run with half of that rubble that's lying around, plasterboard and shit.
I suppose we have got the pallets up now that we can, if need to, we can lift them on. But I always think it's better putting them on the trailer and then just lifting them off with the forklift in like packs of 300.
Oh, well, that's what I mean, because you're tight for space on the yard and that even for now. I was just going to put them all outside, you know, where the window bay is.
Okay.
Just stack them all there until we're ready to take them. But I'm going to bring 2 pallets back because I'll have to get the ladder and take that back so we can get into the roof to open it.
Yeah. All right, then.
I just... Like you say, that one on the left's just a bit awkward because there's...
What's that in the thing? A little vent?
Yeah.
In the loft?
Yeah.
Little air vent, recycle air.
Yeah. It's crazy, mate. Even down in the kitchen, if you look underneath at the ceiling, like it was all like proper studded out and boarded.
Yeah.
But the way they've done the ceiling, half the joists are rotted, and then they've gone in and done a load of repairs, and they haven't actually fixed the rotted joist. They've just added more weight. I
can see they've just literally just spanned them between the pipework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still that you end up exposing when you're doing a rip out, just show how much it gets dodgy.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? But that's why you've always got to be careful doing rip out, because things aren't what you expect them to be.
Well, that's what I just said to them then about that wall. Obviously, I said once you start taking that one to the left above the bathroom out, that single skim one, that's a wall divider for the 2 bedrooms. That'll be the frail, so make sure it doesn't collapse on you.
Go on, I'll see you in a bit. Here's the key. Don't know how many times I do this and I just think, fucking... I don't know where to record this, it looks the same. Flooring's done. No, it's not. Started.
Have you got a tool that fits on them? So yeah, that is the next size up from that.
Yeah. Is that the biggest one that comes in that set? I've got that set, unless you've lost one.
I think they're a 3-piece set.
No, mine's like a 5 or 7 piece. Yeah. Turn your music off for us. How's it for that? Looks nice. Is it a hot tap?
No.
No, it looks like mine. I've got mine a hot tap. Yeah.
Any idea where?
In me call-out bag. In the plumbing side, in the pouch that's like the like this side of the bag. You know what I mean? The zip. What else have we got left to do?
Utilities, floorings gone now, done that today. Start doing the
Got the same flooring as me. Just turn that radio off before music comes on.
the vinyl.
It's what?
This is vinyl. Because with the night's not wood.
That's vinyl.
Vinyl floor, yeah. It's not wood.
That's what I've got in mine.
No, you couldn't use that, was it?
That's what I had in mine. No, mine's that LVT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the same, exactly the same one.
Alright. I should know some fit of it.
What's that noise?
Yeah.
The boiler. Oh. That's a cool little sink, innit? Although, how's it going on there?
Sits like that, and we're going to put a back across the back, and then we're getting the worktop. The same as in there.
Oh, and then an end panel.
Well, this won't do it now. I'll put that in there now.
What's the vent?
Outside.
What's that for?
Don't know. It's already there.
For the boiler.
No, what is in there?
I don't know, maybe you need a... No, the vent gets the vent. So what's that for?
Not a clue.
Might just be because they've got the washing machine and dryer there, they want to vent it.
What was already there though? It wasn't there before, was it?
Well, so
So
did they ask you to put it back in?
Just on this thing, so.
Did we buy that vent?
Don't know. But it'll probably will need it anyway, won't it, really, to make it breathe a bit more.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It won't hurt having, obviously...
Yeah.
And can you turn it on and off? Is it like...
No, it's just a hole in the wall for the brick.
No, is it? Doesn't that slide up and down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When are you putting one in? And it's stacked in now, so I'll stack
Oh, cool, them gold lights.
They've been all moved now. Pipes. The old sink one all there.
Yeah.
Stuff that's moved up over there. But that's till again, we'll do that. Put that in another end panel. It says do it different on the little drawing here, but it's just silly. Like you better have one end panel, as you have double end panels for there and there. There's no point. So just having the tall one, I'm going to put a head on it so it looks all built in. Another one down, button that up and then another end panel on there.
Nice. Yeah. When they said about this, I thought, oh, but it actually looks right, doesn't it? Yeah, nice, don't you? You've done well getting them in with round the pipe work and that bit.
Just a cut out for the thing, innit? Half the unit went.
Yeah. This is the bit when you go and see a kitchen fitter and they just don't finger you at all, do they? Oh, right. That's it for... What day is it? Tuesday. I literally just started that video straight away with a swear word.
I've got the wrong nut.
Right, so what's... I'm shocked. This is what? That's a 10mm flat bar. 10mm flat bar and it's snapped
But
there.
if you look at it, the weld doesn't go all the way through.
No, but it wasn't a weld.
The weld was only on both sides.
No, it wasn't a weld.
Wasn't it?
No, it was a full flat bar like that. So I don't know whether...
He's banged, he snapped the steel whole bar.
Yeah,
The weld's there.
yeah.
Weird that.
That's what I mean. I was like, that's why I can't believe it. But maybe I should have just done a whole new flat bar. Should I? Well, I've done it now. I'm gonna test me welding skills out. I'm gonna try and weld this back on. So what I've done is I've cleaned either side. I don't know if I've cleaned it enough, but I've put a little V in.
They leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Thanks for the confidence boost.
Can't be good at everything, can do.
We're on. I think the gas is on. Look at that. Turn the gas on.
No pressure's going up.
What?
My gas has run out. It's a hard day, that.
I've got another regulator. What? As long as it comes out here. What do you reckon of me weld there? Now come and have a look. You haven't even looked.
Oh, I've just seen how much you grinded it to get it that smooth.
Yeah.
You can see the holes in it there.
Yeah, the pits.
Gaps.
The weak points.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, there's mist, voids.
Yeah, well,
I can't.
look the other side.
I can't weld.
Look the other side.
But I've watched YouTube.
Look at the other side. I've compensated for that.
Yeah, you got some excess there.
I went overkill on the back. But what I'm thinking of doing now, I might put another plate over it because I can't believe that snapped. Honestly,
I don't know.
10mm flat bar.
I don't know out that power in him.
I don't know whether it wasn't a weld, was it? Nah.
It looked like a weld.
Maybe Ronnie done it and welded it then and done it wrong and then done it again. I thought it was a flat bar. I'll have to look back at videos, but I'm going to cut a flat bar now and maybe just put it over that and just weld it over, just because if that's happened there now, then, you know, you want to do overkill, don't you? Did you not want that in the middle?
What?
Did you not want that in the middle? Hey, Mr. Critty. Did you not fancy putting the hole in the middle now?
No, you want to do it.
They've got another one now. Together we'll keep our neighbourhood safe. We stand together against interest. No to Barnville. Oh dear, he's got them all back now. He's got the other one that he missed. You alright?
You don't learn. What are you doing?
Just...
I don't go to your site and bother.
Yeah, look, I'm so, mini little workshop here. We've just used the Titan bit to chop. Oh, and then I need to clean that one side, but it's a bit hot at the minute. And then I'm going to try. We were trying to cut a hole through, and then I just realised with Phil that I was like, we haven't actually got a bit that's that big. So, what's Ronnie? Ronnie's done like...
He's cut it.
He's done like 4 cuts, hasn't he?
Yeah,
and then welded it.
With something.
Oh, and then welded the gap, probably. And then sanded it. Because I was looking, thinking, so look there, look, that's why it's split, look. So that one, he's like cut either side.
Why?
I don't know, but that's obviously why it had a weak spot there. So I reckon that'll be alright now, I won't have to. I was thinking, I was gobsmacked that 10mm had snapped, but now when I see that he's cut either side, he's like, I don't know why, I don't know. But yeah, hold that, we'll never go with him.
Are you sure he's cut both sides?
Must have, yeah. No, we'll have to ask him, so why did you do that?
I seen him last night.
I fancy getting hot molten.
Here's Andy's gloves. Hello, Andy.
Now, I haven't used this for like...
Is this gonna eat my eyes as well?
Yeah, don't use it. I don't know if I've got enough. I'm not enough to blow it through.
You haven't got what?
Didn't have enough juice to blow it through, look.
It's just made a pimple.
So, so what happens now?
I'll say in the juice up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, I made one little hole. But I reckon when I turn this up,
It's gonna frazzle it.
now the fuse will go. We'll see.
Success.
It's a cool bit of kit, that. Hey, look at the hole I've just done. How long would it take us to... Wow, that's hot, that. You just put my phone near that.
Being auto clocked out.
I need to change that now. For the people who are constantly editing it.
I do edit mine sometimes, like, but I edit it myself. I don't get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I forgot to clock it this morning.
Look at that, mate. Tell you what, I was getting better with that. Bit of practice on the... Oh, don't touch that. I need to put a new tip on it. Bit of practice with that. It's a belter machine, that. Yeah. Like I say, how long it takes to do that. I don't reckon... Do you reckon I need to put a... I mean, I've done it now, mate, as well, mate. You've polished that to death, haven't you?
Well, that's all clean, man, isn't it, mate? So,
yeah.
That's the shape.
All right, let me weld that one, and then just pour some water on that.
I've done the V-shape.
Otherwise, I think that'll take...
as well, Andy.
I think that'll take ages to cool down, otherwise.
Ah.
You've done the little V on the side.
On the side of that, yeah.
Chance?
So it's 8 o'clock and I'm just on a webinar with a fella called Paul Tinker, who I've seen on Facebook a few times, and I seen he did this webinar, and someone who always wants to learn, I thought let's jump on and see what it's about. So I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah.
But I do have another call scheduled around 8:30.
You see there's 57 people online. I'll let you know how it goes. Right, it's Wednesday morning. I've got up dead early this morning because I'm doing emergency lighting certificates, fire certificates, and I've got loads to do, and I absolutely hate doing it, and I've put it off and I've put it off and I've put it off, and like now I just need to get it done. So normally stay up late doing it, however, because we've come back from Turkey, I've been getting up earlier, so it's better that I'm getting up earlier. Normally go to bed late and get up early, whereas yesterday I went to bed early and got up at 5 today, so I've been doing emergency lighting certificates for an hour now, and I'm like, my fingers are hurting. Anyone who does paperwork, hats off to you. I can't stand it. I don't know how anyone gets enjoyment from doing any of this, but part of the job that you've got to do. I might see if I can train Ben up on these, and if he can start doing some of them, taking this off me, because I've got a massive list of stuff to do. Like, I've come back off holiday and the job seems to be running okay. I need to get back on my sister's ASAP and do the roof, and then it's all go on that. But we've just got so much work coming in and some big projects that once we do them, I'll have to just stop taking little jobs on. My problem is I'm always trying to help people out, so I'm like just saying yeah to stuff, and then like, you know, it's like here, there and everywhere. Little jobs, you know, they're meant to make more money on the little jobs, but I don't. That Paul Tinker webinar went on yesterday. It was only half an hour. It was just dead short, and it was probably too short, to be honest. But yeah, basically just said, oh look, you know, this is what we do. Basically introducing himself and sort of seeing if it was something that he'd want to go further with. So I'll have a look. They do a day in Lincoln. I don't know how far. I remember playing against Lincoln, but I can't remember how far. I'm guessing it's like 3 hours away. If I'm not sure, everything's 3 hours away. So I might go to that full day and just learn about how other people are pricing and doing stuff, because I definitely don't charge enough money. Like, yeah, but I don't know. I just need to like make myself feel better maybe about charging a bit more money, because I think that's the biggest hurdle at the minute, that I'm sort of in my eyes I'm thinking we can do that a bit cheaper and still, you know, just about scrape even and get by, when really I should be trying to grow this company. And you know, that was the reason I went on that webinar yesterday. He was talking about, you do these Facebook ads, and it was like, are you working out materials and labour and sending that to the customer? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you should be adding like 30% profit on top of that for your business. And I was like, and he was like, and if you're sat there thinking, oh, I can't do that, and I'm like, you know, and you're just thinking, oh, like I'm literally walked right into this advert. But yeah, we'll see. I don't even know what I'm doing today. I need to finish these certificates and then plan the jobs, so that when the lads wake up, they all know what they're doing. But Ben's doing a good job of managing all that, to be fair. Right, let's get these crappy certificates done. Oh yeah, do you know we do a YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Rouge.
Rouge?
Yeah.
How'd you spell it?
It's a weird spelling.
Like Moulin Rouge?
I wish it was that spelling. It's a bit more complicated.
Is it? But how did you find me then on NIC?
Not really. I think my dad met one of your employees and then just said that's how I made the job, so and they gave me your number.
Oh, right. I thought it was through NIC, because you want to do your electrics, don't you?
Yeah.
So I was explaining that we do, well, for me, I feel like we do a lot of electrics. Obviously, I have registered for NIC, but we don't do electrics day in, day out. But I always think that it's good for people to learn, like, a bit of everything, yeah. Because even if you just want to go into electrics, you'll be better off knowing, like, a bit of everything. It'll help you know what you're doing and why you're running cables there and why you can't cut into steels and stuff like that, and when you can, when you can't. But today we're doing we're going to be moving loads of bricks today, so that's a fun day. Got absolutely nothing to do with electrics. And that was it. So I did come here and Phil's just lifted the pallet on. Hopefully we haven't wasted too much time. 8:40, so we're a bit later than we normally are leaving here, but Phil was going to put a pallet on. I just said to him, well, actually, Paul, Labby and Gaz are on a rip-out job for the students, so we're going to get the bricks from that and take them straight to Phil's job. And that way, we're not doing double labour, and I'm actually thinking like a businessman rather than more efficiently, rather than bringing them back, taking them the student job, palleting all the bricks up, strapping them, wrapping them on pallets, then bringing them back here, then taking them to another job. If we can, it just so happens at this time we can get probably 2 pallets or a trailer full and get them straight to the job. And yeah, just tidying up a little bit on the yard, but I'm almost like tidying up as we go rather than just spending a whole day tidying up, because otherwise it's like wasted labour. But I definitely need to get stuff sorted. Right, let's go to the student job and we'll hook the trailer up and go and get some bricks and that done. Right, so on the way to the student job, and Rouge messaged me ages ago actually, before I was on holiday and stuff, and was like about his electrical apprenticeship, and I was like, well, to be honest mate, you're better off, if you just want to do electrics, you're better off being with someone who's just doing electrics day in, day out. But I did say, look, you know, if you want to come in and I'll have a look at you for a day, and what better way than to have a look at someone than throwing them on a student job where it's just graft. It's just graft. So yeah, many people have come in on a student job and either not lasted the day or lasted a day. The record, well, I've got 2 records. I've got one, someone turned up to the flats we were doing, met Simo scared the life out of them and they got off. So that was like, they turned up to the job
didn't even get like out the van and drove off and just said, "Not for me, this, mate." Which I find funny, because if he'd have actually like stopped and chatted to him, he'd have been laughing his head off. But and then the other one, which I count as the proper shortest time we've ever employed someone, was 2 hours. So kid met us at one of the student jobs. He had brand new shoes, brand new pants, a bit like Rouge there, and it wasn't even hard. We were carrying slates down from the roof through the house down and putting them thing, and then we were dismantling some scaffolding. And I remember the kid's face. I passed him a piece of scaffolding and he was like, and I was thinking, what's up with him? And we had a break at 10 o'clock and he didn't come back. He just texted me and said, too hard, like well too hard. Didn't realise it was going to be that labour intensive or whatever. I had no idea what that lad's doing now, but yeah. So we'll see if Rouge lasts. Let's see if he makes it an hour. That'll make him past 10 o'clock, and then see if he lasts the day. Morning, mate. You right? Can I? I'm trying to work out. So 15 bags of ballast. You know, like the 25 kilogram bags. How much is that versus? And then how much is a ton of ballast?
Okay, just that.
It's for AJ Owens Builders. Just help them get bricks out of there for now. Just need to get as many out of that house.
Is that anymore?
Inside, yeah. All them. Sorry?
It's roughly the same price
So 15 bags is the same as a ton.
as a ton, and you're getting over double in a ton bag.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm better getting a ton bag, aren't I? Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gone. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.
Okay.
Bye. So 15 bags is the same as a ton of thingy, and it's like less than half. So you better just get a ton bag, and then we'll have half a ton bag on the yard then if we need ballast anyway. So
I've got to get a bucket, so I've just got to buy one.
There's none there, man.
yeah, you can take them. Yeah.
Radiator, you have radiator.
Yeah, please get rid of them. There's some on the yard you can have as well, mate. Sound like. So what do you want to do? Go and empty them. How far is it? Like 20 minutes.
Half an hour.
To Walton. Yeah, tip them. Go and pick up ballast and cement. Get it poured today.
It's like 40 minutes, my old.
Yeah, and then we've got to go and then you'll have to take that back to the yard, and I'll get sand and cement delivered.
And I'll put the trees on as well.
And put the trees on, chip them at the yard.
Yeah.
Boss, there you go. Right, I've had a busy day of doing bloody paperwork and stuff, but today, the next 15 minutes, I'm waiting for the tree officer for Liverpool because of this tree. Like, look at the size of that. It's like grew into the house through the bay. So, I mean, I'd be astounded if he said we could not cut it back, but you never know. So hopefully he comes and he's in a good mood and he says, look, yeah, obviously, I mean, I'm hoping we can keep the top of the tree but chop the branches right down, like all these other ones in the street seem to be really high like bushes basically, because we want to get light into these houses. Yeah, the saga continues with obviously the house next door, the one that the woman's put a deposit down on. I really don't know what to do because I want the free sites. It makes, perfect sense. It'd be like something I'd look back at in 10 years and go, why didn't I just buy it? And I'm able to. I've got the lending for it. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just waiting on the seller. So the seller's got to agree to change the sale to me from the woman. So I think she's realised now. Oh, sorry, I spoke to Darren this morning, planning advisor, about the yard, about this, about loads of stuff. And he said that she wouldn't be able to turn it into flats at all. It'd have to stay a family home because now that if I own the garden, it's a conservation area, so you can't have bins in the front like this. I don't know how well these sort of track it, but well, these physically can't. So I think this one was done. This house was the reason this whole area is now conservation. So if you look, all the houses are done nice, all traditional, and this one's got a drop curb with the wall gone. It's been pebble dashed, and it's got like different roof and obviously white plastic faces. So when this was done, all the neighbours grouped together and got conservation area on basically on this road, and then they sort of went round on the area. This house is a bit weird. That's obviously a newer build. It's not quite in keeping with the area, I'd say. It's got a slate roof. The windows look nothing like that one. Well, I suppose kind of. That one's quite cool now. There's some mega mansions down there. That one's got all faces and a new roof. But yeah, I'm all for trying to keep things traditional with a modern twist on the inside, maybe. So, but yeah, basically Darren said like that. There's a couple of rules when you come to planning. One is that your bins have to be around the back because it's a conservation area. You need to have, when you're putting for plans, you need to have cycle storage, bin storage, and like actual sheds made for them. So that would have no access without this. So everything just points towards like me buying it and developing it, or I don't even know if I could do a deal with her but I'd want to own them at the end. So that's where it's like, that's where it gets tricky. I was thinking like we could do a deal with her where she'd buy it, then we'd renovate it and do this and do that, and at some point we'd have to, but then you start paying double stamp duty and stuff, and it just doesn't, I don't know, it's a bit more trouble, I'd say. But yeah, see what this tree officer says, and I don't know, I've got like 2 weeks to decide whether I want to go ahead. Well, I haven't. I'd have to move now if I wanted to buy that, for the date that she's got from the auction. And I know that the seller will just want her deposit. He'll want her to not buy it so that he can keep her deposit, which is, you know, unfortunate. I spoke to a few people like solicitors and stuff about it, and they've all gone, that's dodgy as hell. That's like, you know, that's proper missold. But the auction house can't be held responsible because they're covered by all the small print. But yeah, hopefully when I come back on, it's because he said that we can do something substantial to this. I mean, it's even blocking the lines in the street, so let's hope that there's some common sense today. Well, that couldn't have went any worse. He said I'm not even allowed to pull. There's like a tree growing out the step of the front step of the house, and he said it's protected. I'm only joking. He said really positive, to be fair. He just said, look, yeah, they're all like shrubs, don't really class them as any sort of value. They can go, you can cut this back. Anything on the, let me try and remember what he said. I've written it down because I've got to go back and like do a screenshot of Google and like label them, and then I'm going to send it to him, and he's going to say, look, he's been out to see it and he agrees with that in principle. And then there's 14 days for you know, anyone local to say I object to that because it's going to, you know, change this or that. But he said he can't see anyone doing that because there's no value to them whatsoever. So yeah, really good. Some progress for once, which is nice. He's a dead nice fella, that tree officer. I think there's a few tree officers in the council, but he's dead nice. You can talk to him and he's dead knowledgeable about. I was just quizzing him on everything. I was just like, what's this one? What's that one? What's this one? What's that one? How big do they grow? What's that bit do? And he was saying about cutting the ivy away from the tree. You don't need permission for that. They can do that, and he said that'll actually help. It'll allow light through to the windows as well. So yeah, hopefully I'm learning like loads, so that when we do start going forward with things, I've got a better gauge of like what we can do, even when, you know, even in protected areas, like how you can help the trees and everything grow, but in like a nice way, to make it also, you know, in keeping with there is actually a house and a garden and a, you know, I used to think that they'd come and be like, oh, that tree's protected, like, yeah, and it just takes up the whole garden. They'd be like, well, you know, the tree rules and the gardens, you know, it's just unfortunate the tree needs to grow however it wants to grow, but they're not. They're like, they do understand. And he kind of explained it to me. He was like, well, that tree there, it's basically sat in a big plant pot. He's like, you've got the front wall, the house, everything else attached to it. And he was like, it's basically in a big plant pot, so he said it can't grow bigger than what its environment is. And I was like, ah, right, because there's one down the road that was huge. And I said, how did it grow that big? And he was like, well, the soil around it, like, it's almost got unlimited soil to grow into. Right, so I'm going to do that tonight, send it to him, hopefully get permission for that to be, all those to be cut back, cleared. And then there's a tree in the back, which we need to obviously get access to it so we can have a look at it, and then be able to make a decision on that, whether that can be pruned or felled. Ideally, looking at the pre-app, we could do with it being felled because it's in the way of a car parking space, and on the app they say that there's not enough car parking spaces. So he said then that the planners can sometimes trump the tree officers by saying, well, there's a need for this and we don't think the tree offers as much amenity as, you know, free car parking spaces would. But that we'll get to further down the line. Good, I'm happy with that, and that's the end of the day. And I feel like I've done no work today, but I've, you know, I've done loads of work but no actual work. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. I might show you the plan I do on my laptop for this now, but if not, it'll be tomorrow. We are on my sister's doing the roof on her extension, so all that timber out today from Chestnut, so that'll be a good one. So what time is it? Early dark, 20 to 6.
How's it early dark?
But Ruse lasted the day, didn't you? What did you say? He's got a newfound respect for builders.
Yeah. Tough craft. A lot heavy. You were surprised that how strong.
Different to Jim.
Yeah, very different.
Does not translate to the real world at all.
Sad. Probably meet here tomorrow, and then I'll text you where you are.
I'm not going to get the stump out now.
No. I don't know. I'm priced like a day for that, or unless I'll message her tonight. If she says yeah, then probably do that, yeah. And what else was there then? And then take another pallet of bricks.
Take another pallet of brick and I can clear whatever's there.
I think if we can get, depends on our Paul's, if they've filled the trailer or not. If they filled the trailer, I can bring the trailer here, take the trailer to you, take 3 pallets to use then. Because I think I've worked it out, it's like 1,400 brick for a double skin wall. So, how many's on a pallet? What did you take, a 300 or 400?
Never did I.
So, it will take 2 pallets. You know how many bricks did we take off that job? You don't know.
How am I supposed to know? Gate searching?
Yeah, but when you stacked them at the place.
I didn't stack them in. I didn't count them when I stacked them.
No, but you can gauge it, can't you? You've not got your.
But I didn't.
You've not got your pallet gauging, are you?
But I didn't. No one asked me to. So
Alright.
Don't get. It wasn't right.
Well, I might get Labby to have a go on that wall.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he can do it?
I don't know.
I say that's a pretty straight wall, isn't it? An easy wall.
I think Labby get up and go.
A few people have said that. Labby, come on, mate. You need to.
He's on his phone every 5 minutes, dealing with the car.
Yeah.
Like, Paul said, like, what are you doing sitting outside the job at 29?
Yeah.
It's like, I was sitting outside, it was fun.
Value for money is the main thing, innit? If you're not value for money,
Well, it's always that way between it.
that's everyone, innit?
If it doesn't make sense, you don't do angles on, do you?
No, we don't need models, do we? Don't need models at the job. Right, I see.
Tom Rouge wasn't a model today.
Was you all right? Well, you both got your jumpers on, which is a sign that you haven't worked hard enough.
Yeah, we have to pick them up on the way out.
You send me a picture. You've both been topless or something. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. So what we like to hear, and also we try and have that mentality in the work that everyone sort of helps each other out, and then everyone also like you know, picks each other up if someone's like not pulling the weight. Like you've heard Phil there go like, listen, Labby needs to up his game a bit. He's so the same way I give praise on YouTube, I can also recommend areas for improvement. So I think it's natural that you can only do so much in your life, and Labby's like obviously trying to better himself, trying to earn more money and do whatever, but he's like buying and selling cars, which I've done it. I done it when I started out, so I can't like, you can't knock anyone for trying anything, but there's a reason why you buy and sell cars. If you're good at it, it takes one lemon to make you go, to bring you back down to zero. So it's sort of like, it's affecting his job now. Like every single person has said that now. Literally, Mick and Scott said they screamed at Labby on the render job because he was on his phone sorting cars out and the render machine blew up. Ben mentioned some, I can't remember which job it was on. Paul's mentioned it, and Phil as well. So yeah, well, I always think it's good to give praise out, but it's also good to remind people, you know, this is a job, it's a company, we need to get things done. We're not like what's the word? Like, we don't facilitate your second job. This is your first job, sort of thing. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's Thursday morning and the week just goes so quick. I know I only come in Tuesday, so it's probably felt a bit quicker. I'm just on the way to the yard. So the engine light was on this van, and I got Ben to take it to Woodcroft Garage while I was away, and he said that the DPF is blocked. So for those that don't know, my limited knowledge of the DPF filter is that I don't really understand how it filters it, but then it regens and gets rid of it. So does it really? Yeah, I don't really, that's the bit I don't understand. But what it does is it obviously collects this soot or carbon or whatever it is, and every 150 miles your van, every 150 miles your van will do a regeneration and it will burn the soot off the exhaust and get rid of it. However, if you've got less than 25% fuel in your van, or if you've got an engine light warning on or anything, your van won't do a regen. So maybe I've had this warning light on for something else, or me fuel was low or whatever it is, but it's now sort of blocked up and it won't regen itself. So it's just going to get worse and worse as I'm driving around with it. So there's a guy coming this morning who's gonna, as far as I'm aware, he's gonna dismantle the exhaust, obviously get to the DPF. He's gonna spray like this foam cleaner inside, leave that for however long, and then we're gonna start the engine, and hopefully all this DPF is gonna get cleaned out. So that is the plan. I've got to do some more paperwork on the yard. I've got to print out and sign and stuff and go and take to a solicitor's. An affidavit it is for the yard, for the appeal, because I'm about to put the appeal in. I've been emailing the council to confirm a site meeting that we had on the yard, and they're not willing to confirm it. So I've got I've had to like look back at my videos, like the archives, to get the date and the time and stuff, but I don't know whether I'll put that on. I might just keep it vague. And yeah, I just don't understand. Maybe Darren thinks that the council have had legal advice and sort of said, well, just ignore it, you know. And I don't know, it goes against, obviously they're sending me some letters about enforcement and stuff, but I've had a site visit from the head of enforcement saying that like he's happy that the yard was a yard when I bought it and it's not enforceable. However, the planning departments are trying to enforce it. So for me to have the head of enforcement in Liverpool email to say, yeah, like I've been to this site, I've seen the photos, I've seen the site, and for me it's not enforceable, I thought was a good thing to have. However, they're not playing ball. Whether that's, let me know what you think of that. I think the council should just, you know, be honest and stuff. I don't think the council should play, well, not play games, but, you know, choose whether to reply to emails or not. And you think, I don't know, yeah, if they've said that, then they've said it, you know what I mean? But here we are. And yeah, I spoke to the tree officer yesterday, and he basically said that they are gonna this is the trees that you can see, ready? So these ones aren't mine, these here aren't mine, they're mine. So they're the ones that are protected. However, they've protected the whole site. I might even drive round, actually. Do you know what I am? I'm going to drive round, because he said that it's mainly the other side of the railway that you can see, and that's where the most sort of amenity. I don't, to be honest, I don't really know what I know what amenity means, but I don't understand how much amenity a tree offers. But let's go and see. So we're going to go to that road and see whether I agree with the tree officer that these trees offer a substantial amenity to the people over the road. Maybe, I don't know, if even if I got letters off all the people who lived over there who said, like, I don't even know them trees are there, like, they don't bother me, I don't even think that would change anything. So obviously all the way down here now, no one can see the trees, so there's no amenity from Bowden Road. Like no one walking down Bowden Road goes, oh, look at those nice trees there, because you cannot see them. So let's go around the other side and see. Right, so I'm on the road opposite. So there's the yard, the back of the yard, and then I don't know if you can see that. So this blue bit is where I am, and all these trees are the ones that they've protected. But as you can see, there's all these trees planted along here, which sort of block your view of that. So I don't think it does offer any. What, you're telling me that, like, looking through the bushes, where is it? So it's there now. You know what, I will say it's actually it's closer than I thought. So these have got permission. Wow, look at this road's like that. Is that meant to be like that? Or is that road started giving way? So, like, I don't agree that they offer huge amenity. I'm gonna get out and have a look, because I wanna have to park here. Let's get out and have a look. So this is it. So what I was proposing is that the tops of these trees, the ones that are fingering the railway, I left them and I just cleared the ones behind them. I clear the space so I can use something in the thing, and they've said no. But if you look, so this is where,
like behind these is where my one is, and then this is the adventure playgrounds one where you can see the fencing there. So it's interesting that they were allowed to clear it for this football pitch, which doesn't make sense. So where they've got no trees blocking the view from the railway, they were then allowed to clear the other side, so that metal fencing. Obviously there's a football pitch behind that. Yeah, can't help but feel like, you know, singled out, but there you go, what can I do? I can apply and I can appeal and I can appeal and I can appeal. Is it worth it? I'm just waiting for the mechanic fella who's going to come and do the DPF. While I'm waiting, I've just printed out my documents, so I've got that ready to sign. I'll take that to a solicitor's en route, hopefully. And while I'm waiting, I'm just going to check the glow plugs on the... So I've got my tester and I just need to undo this buzz bar, so there's one more there to do. I'll move this out the way for now. Just need to undo this last nut, and then hopefully I can get access to the glow plugs, and then I can test them to see if it's all free, or because I think they were like, well, do you know what, I probably will end up buying 3 of them, but to keep as spares, but I think they were like 100 and something quid for the 3 of them, which is a lot, but you sort of, they've got you by the balls, because obviously you need this exact ones for this engine. Right, let me get that out. I'll be honest, this is the first time. Oh, that one's a bit tight, that one's loose. Let's lift it out and have a look what they look like. Oh, that looks a bit charred, doesn't it? But let's test them. So let's get the 3 of them out. Apologies, you see me poo face while I get this off. Do with a little extension bar on that, really. Oh, there we go. What I've been doing is just trying to loosen it and then use that one to get them out. They're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be. Just trying to blow all the crap away. What I don't want to do is knock anything down. So yeah, we'll get these out and then we'll bang the resistor on them and see where they're at. So I'm just watching the YouTube video on which bit to touch, and he's saying touch the nut and the
so a nice good contact on the nut
in the end there.
Okay, and this particular multimeter shows that reading if the resistance measurement is too high for the setting that you've got.
So I'm getting, let me show you mine. So I'm going to put it on the nut, and that's always the way with these bloody... See, that to me is now saying 0.08 is good. You want less than 1. I think it just shot up because I wasn't holding it properly. Let's do these ones. One, so they're all okay, aren't they? Yeah, I'd say they're all okay then. What I can do is I can connect the battery up and see whether they do. I wonder why I like the different. One of them's more smoke than the other. Then I might need to ring the company then and say I've got the things here. They are less. Let's do that. See what he says. Right. So I've just been on. I'm waiting for this thingy guy, I just rang him and worryingly, he was like, oh, was that today? And I was like, I literally spoke to you yesterday. But I've just spoke to Green Mech and they're so helpful. Obviously that's definitely one of the benefits of buying obviously from the UK, and that you've just got a number you can phone up. So what I've just done is just rest that on, get a lead, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to touch this side, and that side's going to glow red, and you'll feel it heat up. There you go. So I know they're working. What he's just said is, so I've just done that with all three of them. They all seem to be heating up okay, but what they've said is that the resistance on them should be 1.4, 1.5. So because these resistance are actually low, what it means is that it's using more power to heat them up, which is tripping the fuse. So the fact that all three of them are the same, I've just got the code for, let me see whether it's changed now, it's a bit hotter, or whether it's the same. See this, what they're saying is that's too low. So 0.7, they want it to be 1.4. So it's using more power to heat the plugs up. So yeah, I'll order some of them. He's given me the code. I found some on Amazon for 35 quid for the free, rather than 100 and something from whatever the supplier was. So let's order them and I can put that on. But it does still work without the glow plugs at the minute. It's just obviously when we get into winter and it gets colder and colder weather, it won't start. It might drain the battery trying to start it again. Just more stuff on my list of things to do today. What's your first name? Steve, that was it. So Steve's, I didn't realise you just did. Like, you're literally a DPF specialist.
Well, if there was 72 hours in a day, you'd fill it, because
Really, that many?
there's not many people.
Well, what about like I put a post on my Instagram basically, and loads of people come back, and a few people had mentioned you, so that's why I rang you first. But then loads of people said, oh, like, just take it out. But doesn't that fail an MOT?
Yeah, and it's illegal. The police have got fucking machines now which they put in the...
Is it illegal? So I couldn't figure out, what does a DPF do?
Stops. If I go to my van and put my finger up the
Yeah.
back, it'll come out as clean as it went in, the same as yours. If you get the DPF ripped out, the carbon and the soot's getting out. So that's what...
But so it stops it going out, but then once it does a regen, it pushes it back out.
Yeah, it burns it though.
Oh, it
gets
burns
to like
it.
650 degrees.
Ah.
So it turns it into an ash.
Okay.
So
So otherwise, we'd be releasing more carbon
yeah,
into
that's
the
it.
environment.
Bring the carbon footprint down. That's why they've made it illegal. So from 2012, which is when they became law. So like the 2010s have probably got them as well, but
Yeah.
they weren't law then. But 2012, they all had to be law. I know Mercedes was putting them at about 2007. And then what happens if you get quoted out one now? The busies have got a machine in the boot of the car. So if they see any, as soon as you change gear, you'll get a puff of black smoke.
Ah.
You know, with a car or a van with a DPF, you should not get any smoke.
People said, like, when they've took theirs out, like, the performance of the vans, like...
Yeah, because there's no restriction.
Yeah, so what I was finding with this, I was putting my foot down and I was thinking, it's just not like...
Nothing there, yeah.
I used to do cars up when I was younger, and I used to think it was the leads.
Oh,
But he said that's only on a petrol.
On a petrol, yeah.
Yeah.
These are all...
Yeah, so these don't have them, yeah. Because that's what I'd had it before, and it was what are they called? The leads that go onto the...
Oh, the dizzy cap and...
Yeah, and I replaced them on one of the, like, an Astra, and then it fixed it all, and I thought, oh, it's that.
Yeah, because there was...
And he said, oh, it's your DPF, and I was thinking, oh, but it makes sense that it's you know, too pressurised, that it's...
Yeah.
So it's blocked up, creating too much pressure, and then the engine's not allowed to...
Yeah. Well, how these work, right, is you're driving it for like 150 miles.
Yeah.
And what it's doing is collecting particles. Then after 150 miles, it regens itself, right? So
when you say regen, it heats it up and burns it.
Oh, yeah, 650
So how does it heat it up?
It's got temp sensors in there. The heats everything up.
So they just allow more heat.
Yeah, and then what it does, it just burns it all off. Now, if you have got less than 25% fuel in your tank, or you've got an engine management light on, what happens is the ECU is programmed not to regen it.
Because it'll damage something further.
Yeah, so what it does, it hasn't done that regen, so it's basically stored it in the DPF. When you do another 150 miles, if you still haven't put enough fuel in, or you've still got that engine light on, it stores a bit more.
So if you're driving around with an engine light on that you're like, oh, I'm not bothered about that because I know it's like, it's something, whatever. What it can be doing is blocking the DPF.
It definitely is blocking the DPF because it's not regenerating.
Well, that's what I've done.
Have you been driving around with heat?
Yeah, I say these vans, mate. There's always something.
So this is the DPF. See that thing there?
Yeah.
It's like a big tank.
Yeah.
So you've got like your O2 sensor on it here. You've got temp sensors on it, and you've got a pressure sensor on it. So they're all working in conjunction with the ECU. So as I say, once it gets up to a certain amount of pressure, it'll automatically trigger off a regen. Then when it triggers off a regen, the temp sensors heat the DPF up, and then that's how it burns.
So what are you going to do now to try and clean that? So what I'm going to do now,
normally I can get this out.
Yeah.
Right, so I can take that out.
Get that out.
Put your stuff into the DPF, because obviously you've got your turbo here. So what will happen then is it goes in as like a fluid,
yeah,
and it turns into a foam. So as I spray it in, it'll turn into a foam because it's filling the whole like.
Yeah, I get you.
And what it is inside there, it's just like loads of little holes. So it's just like a filter. It looks like a honeycomb. So what it does then, it pushes the foam. Once I start it up, the turbo will push the foam through, and it'll bring all the carbon and stuff.
So will we see stuff come out the exhaust?
Yeah, we should do, yeah. Even though it's like a big exhaust, we should still see the foam coming out. So that's how they actually work, yeah. You've got some of them which are pretty small.
So this is the turbo here?
This is your turbo here, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
so it's literally right next to it?
Yeah.
So does the turbo actually push the exhaust things out and like creates a vacuum that way?
That's it, yeah. So
I always thought it was near the top,
innit?
innit?
They call a boost.
Yeah.
So it'll have an intercooler on it as well, which is sort of like.
So the turbo's trying to work, but there's just not enough.
Because it's put it into limp mode, yeah.
Okay, that all makes sense. There you go. Right, I won't waste any more,
right,
and I'll try and keep the videos short.
It's called tuna.
Tuna, like the fish. Oh, tuna.
And originally, they wouldn't sell to me. So mate man for you guys used to work and...
So you do it while the engine's on?
While the engine's running out, it'll push it through, yeah. So that goes into there now. This is like a little add-on because the exhaust gets dead out. They used to melt me pipes.
Oh, yeah. And how much do you put in?
You know what?
Oh, yeah, it's come out.
Well, as that goes in there, that turns into a foam now.
Yeah.
And then when I put that O2 sensor back, but I'll clean that up before I put it back, that'll push it out then because the pressure will be gone.
And will that come out the exhaust now or later?
Yeah, should do. Once I put this back on.
So he's going to put the sensor back on, that'll push the pressure, and then the foam will come out. Oh, I can't remember where the exhaust is on here.
Sometimes the right
I'm trying to think where it is. I think it comes out the side on one of them. Oh, yeah, it's here.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I'm getting nothing out of that. Look at that. Wow. That's cool. You can see that now, can't you? That's going to make me phone in a minute.
Is that where it is there, Andy?
Yeah.
But watch yourself, I'm going to rev it so it should start pushing it.
Go on.
Oh, is it coming out now, yeah?
Coming out, yeah. Yeah.
So I should be able to go in here now and this will tell me how blocked it was.
In what way? Like,
what this is doing now, this is reading that ECU, so this is what they call live data. So if I go to check the DPF, and then it'll give me a fill level, you know what it's 244%.
that's how full it was?
Full it was, yeah. So now 100% is full to me. So,
yeah, so 244s. So that now just literally dragged it all out.
Yeah, that's it. That's why that foam would normally be like pure white. It would just be like.
Right, so DPF's all cleaned. There was one warning light that was on with to do with the sensor in the air intake box or whatever. So we said just go and give it a good run up and down here doing 40 mile an hour and come back, and it should clear it. But let's see whether I've got the power back. It all makes sense what you're saying now, but obviously the DPF and the pressure and stuff. Oh, straight away I can feel, hey, I've got power. I've actually got a turbo, because that's what it felt like. It felt like the turbo just wasn't, and especially when I'm pulling bloody trailers. So I was pulling a trailer with a block DPF, which probably isn't recommended. But yeah, I'll run this back up now, go the roundabout and speed, come back, and hopefully it's cleared it. Right, I've made it to my sister's finally. I told Ben I'd be here in the morning. It's now 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna jump up and how are you getting on? You winning? Let's go up and have a look. It is easy, isn't it? So what I was saying was, this distance has got to be parallel up. That gives you, we've come in 50 centimetres here basically, whatever's on the plans. We do the same there and we follow it up this hip, and then wherever that meets the other one. So the only thing is your height then, isn't it? So you do that, and like I was just saying, it doesn't really matter too much. It's only us that'll notice a slight, like I can notice in that roof if there's a slight run out. And when it's small like this, you notice it more if it's not right. I'm trying to think, there's not, normally whenever I talk about this stuff I just turn around and go there, and there's like one, like that one does slightly run out, but it's not as noticeable because it's wider. Sound? So what are you planning now? Get these sides in and then just rafters. Have it done in?
Have it done in the middle of storm. What's it called? Storm Amy?
There's always a bloody storm, isn't there? Right, so what we're doing now is tape measure. Let's just show them what we've done. So what we've done is the original roof has got 150mm overhang, so we've mimicked that from, although would we do it from the brickwork or from, oh it's getting rendered, so it would be from that. So what we're going to do, Ben's going to cut that off now and just then what we're going to do is get a 7x2 mix. We just strip the tiles here, mix cutting the battens off so that we can get a 7x2 nailed into all these rafters coming along here, and we're going to get this side in first so that it's all sitting perfect, and then we're going to measure that off the hip and copy that at the top, and then that tells us where the ridge is. So that's screwed in at the minute, so it might be that we have to move the ridge like 1 or 2 centimetres. This is the only way of doing it where you just know, you know for sure that you've got the right your parallel and then everything else, because what we don't want to do is start putting the hips and the rafters, what do you call them ones, Mick? Jack rafters. We don't want to start putting them in and then they move slightly and then they're basically in the bin because they don't fit, or one side would be long, one side would be short. Sound? I'll show you again in a minute once we've got this 7x2 on. So where we're up to, as you can see, we've stripped that, we've string lined, basically got the middle of where that's been in, we put a screw and then string lined that, and that's where the ridge then comes, and then from there we've got one of these in, and then luckily we've templated that because technically this ridge should be bang in the middle of this distance here, so that one should be the same as that one, and we've templated that, flipped it round and done another one, and as you can see, like, they match perfect, which is good start, isn't it, Ben? So tomorrow, what are you gonna cut? Have you cut that off, or is that the end? You need to cut that off, don't you? The ridge. You haven't cut the ridge, have you? Yeah, sound. So is that the end of the ridge now, where they are? Yeah. So he's going to cut that off, and then from there, what you're going to do, one straight down. One straight, and then you'll have to do one slight angle. Yeah. And then you'll have a straight one as well, won't you? So you'll have a straight one and two bits off that. I look forward to coming and critiquing your hexagon join. Yeah. I'm on a business development day tomorrow. What do you think I'm doing? Do you know, I'm playing golf. Absolutely, my golf clubs have actually got cobwebs on. I think there's like 4 new drivers. I think there's 4 new drivers since mine, and mine was like a new one at the time. Maybe we're gonna have a look. So we've just obviously waterproofed it, and what's the plan tomorrow? Are you going to start with the 5x2s? Well, depends when they come. So if they come first thing, yeah, strip them tires back. When the 5x2 comes, bang them in. You won't need to cut them either. You can just slide them in, screw them in, or screw nail them in. Put the floorboards on, and then you've got like a nice deck then really to work off. But as soon as you get the 2 hips in, you won't end up using half that space. It looks massive, and then once you get the hips in, you're like, oh. So I'll ask my sister whether she wants. I'll ask her whether she wants like us to actually board that as a bit of a loft space. Yeah, so you can like extend the loft space into it, but there'll be a post, and obviously the middles, we'll keep that in. And then if not, we'll drop them down and use them on this. But yeah, it's just how quick we can get the joists felt and battened in, isn't it? And I've got to bring the trailer and the tipper next time we come up. So probably Monday, Tuesday, bring the tipper and the trailer, strip all this and felt and batten it in one go, yeah? Well, what do you reckon? End of Monday you'll have the joists on? Yeah, rafters.
Close,
yeah. Yeah, okay. So then Tuesday, bring, I don't know if you want to just bring more lads here, labour, and just go bang. Oh, and I'm buying a bumper as well, so I'll get the bumper for this job. Sound? Right, it's Friday morning, and I have got a business development day, a networking day. I don't know what you want to call it, to be fair. I just go sit down with other business owners and, you know, network, talk, exchange ideas, go through business plans, that stuff. I've started getting a rash off my cap, so I need to be careful how much I wear the cap. Some of you won't have seen me without a cap. Right, I'm going to go and have a look at, hopefully I'm going to be there on time. Ben and Mick, because it's going to rain today, we can't do the roof on my sister's, because it was like from 11 o'clock, it's just raining all day. So it says, you never know what to do with the weather app because it lies. Some days it'll say it's raining all day and it's sunny and nice, and then other days it'll say it's sunny and nice and it absolutely lashes it down. So as a builder, it's so hard to sort of juggle jobs, because next week it looks like it is just rain. So we could really do with getting a head start on that roof, because once it's felt and battened, it opens up work inside then. But Ben and Mick have dropped onto the knock through job that they just keep asking us to do a bit more. So they're on that now. I'm going to go and have a look at that, and then I'm going to go and have a look at the knock through job on. Funny enough, I follow someone on Facebook who's another developer, and he put a picture up of the house that we're ripping out. And what we do is we take the chimney stacks out from the top down. For me, I've been doing this for like 15 years. We've been doing chimney stacks for probably more than that. And it's the safest way. It's like you just always end up with the chimney stack there, and then what people don't realise is when you do a dormer, what a lot of builders don't do is you're meant to put the steel on the party wall, on your side of the party wall, whereas a lot of builders will just sit it on the party wall. So those chimney stacks, when you go to put your ridge in, sometimes the chimney stack goes to single skin, and what people do is they just put a padstone on and stick the steel on and go, no, like, it's not our problem. And then if you come to do an extension, you'd look at the wall and go, oh my god, like the wall's gone to one skin and they've already sat a steel on it. So what you're meant to do is take the single skin down and rebuild it double skin, put your padstone, put your steel in, build double skin all the way around your steel, because if you have a fire in your dormer, it can't go through to next doors. Whereas the way some builders do it, and we've done houses where we've like gone to do it and there's a steel in the way and it's been done wrong, and you've got it's your problem then to sort of deal with it. So because we're doing it the right way, we're dropping it down, rebuilding it double skin, it's just a million times safer for us to do that. It means that we can get the joists in on the floor without having to notch around the chimney stacks, because the chimney stacks are coming out. However, someone's posted a picture of it and said, oh look, they've took half the chimney stack out, oh, like next doors won't be happy about that. And there's this thing that structural engineers will say, that you can't take half a chimney stack out because you're weakening the other half, which I guess is correct in theory, because it's like saying if you did anything to your house, you're weak. If you took a stud wall out on the inside of your house, you're weakening next doors because it's some lateral restraint. But there's like an area of like where it becomes, people say, oh, but that chimney stack now is no different to an end terrace. Like we've done loads of them. We've done end terraces, we've done mid terraces, and the makeup is identical. So when we take a chimney stack out on our side, we've done it on the loft extension, and then you'll see Dave bricked it back up so it was all secure. So I don't think we're doing that job. But obviously when they come up to do that, they'll fit the padstone, fit the steel, and then redo the chimney basically. So no need to worry. However, you know, people always seem to drive past and see stuff and like to comment, and I think as a nation we're quite nosy, aren't we? Let's go and have a look at this job. Whoa, what do you call this? Having a break already? Well, you made up with that text this morning saying don't go to... Doing a bit of what's it called when you're doing maths with letters in it? When you do what? Algebra. You're doing algebra? Why have you got to do algebra? It says blah blah at a minimum distance of x from the side of the class. Work out multiple position of y from the side of the class.
I don't even know what you're on about here, but it's looking good. So what have you got to do now? Get the cooker in. Sinks in, is it? What's left to do? Flooring. So are we literally just finishing this now? Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like it's good, isn't it? I always say this. It's good that like we go in and do one small job for someone, and then they just go, yeah, can you just carry on like?
That case needs to come out what they want to have.
Okay. Sound.
Until we do the wall, until we break the kitchen out.
Turn that off for us before the song comes on. Hopefully the radio doesn't void it. Okay, so you've got flooring. Where will you get up to with that?
We don't say flooring.
Flooring, then.
Might not put the stairs out of the top, but then opens it again, but.
Is he dropping them off? Yeah. Okay. So flooring, door frame, skirting arcs, and then what are you doing? Cooker. Rads.
Get them done. See where we're at.
So Monday's looking, well, just have to check the weather, won't we, over the weekend? Yeah. So it looks like the transformation on this is going to be like mad to what it was. Did you never see it? I'll send you a picture.
The roof was on it.
Yeah.
Chimney was getting ripped.
Yeah, it just looks boss-like. Right, I've got the other job now, and then well, I won't see you again, so have a good weekend. I was going to say, keep them yellow bricks as well. Oh. yeah, keep them. This road's a nightmare, isn't it? But we've got two pallets there that are good. We kept the yellow bricks from the chimney. And
provide free postage.
What's the you know what, I probably shouldn't stand in here with. What? Oh, is that steel for the chimney, innit? I was going to say, there's no chimney breast, but there is one upstairs. But they put a big steel in, so that chimney breast is coming out. Basically all these walls come out, don't they? And I really do want to go up there and have a look, but lads have started. There we go. This is what it looks like when you completely gut. When people say back to brick and the whole house is new, that's what it means. Right, go on. I'll see you in a bit. Did you see the post I put in the group? Some fella's like, oh, you've halved the chimney. And people are commenting on it going, that's really unsafe. That's, you know. And then you go, let's have a look at the end terrace.
Yeah.
How's the end terrace built?
One.
Exactly the same as that.
Yeah, because it's obviously...
It doesn't need to be.
It's not.
So, why is that okay, but that's not?
That is.
Where's he going? He's picking me up.
I don't know. That is okay. It's
Yeah.
fully supported with the chimney stack inside their house.
But people get a bit...
You don't like change?
You don't like change, that's the words I use, mate. I've just been to the Move networking event, business one, which is good. I think they're trying to do more of it. And Paul dropped me off in my van, and he says he's around the corner now. He's going to pick me up, and we'll go back. Here he is in my van again. So 3:20, we'll go back to that job. I'm going to go and price a few jobs while I've got the chance. So here he is. Right, I'll see you in a bit. So I was trying to come up with a way of doing that, but as soon as she completes with Venmores and the seller now, it's going to be in her name. She's going to pay stamp duty on it, and she's just going to be further. She's got to get a bridge loan to do it. So she's going to be tied into a bridge loan, which she was only getting a bridge loan for I think 12 months, which to do that, yeah, it's not going to be long. So she's never done anything like this before,
She's literally just jumped into it, and so I'm trying to advise her to say, look, just try and get your money back, and if I can take it over and you only lose 10 grand, then trust me, that's going to be better than you. If she bridges it for 12 months and tries to do something with it, she's going to end up losing. She's going to end up losing more than 20 grand.
Okay, so sounds a bit familiar, mate. You know, fucking deja vu.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm in a bit of a moral dilemma because I'm trying to think of a win-win situation, but to be honest, she's literally just gazumped me at the last minute, and she's now, you know, do I want to JV with someone who's never done anything like this before and doesn't have a clue about anything? I don't know if you can speak to the seller, the lender, whatever you want to call them, and just see if there's anything they can do, because like say this woman's like, I do feel for her. Sometimes you'll meet people who'll make up lies and stuff, but she's like,
yeah, she's the real deal, is she?
She's literally like, I said to her, I was like, well, if you're buying it cash, I can do a deal with you where I'll do the development finance on it, I'll do it all, and then I'll give you more money at the end. But she's like, no, like she can't have, she's just scraped enough together to get the deposit and the solicitors and stuff like that, and she's bridging everything else. So I don't even know what plans were on the auction, were on the legal pack, but she seems to think there was some plans on there, and it had, you know, planning for however many flats and stuff like that, and yeah, because she had builders there trying to give her a price, and I was going, well, what are you pricing? There's nothing to price. You don't even know how many flats you can get in it or anything yet. So yeah, I just feel maybe I'm trying to help too many people, and unless there's a,
I'm gonna start putting your clothes.
It's what, sorry?
I'm gonna start putting your fucking Santa clothes.
I know. Do you know what? It's like me mate who was gonna originally JV with me on it. He was like, mate, just put it off. It's her fault, and you know, it's frustrating, isn't it? So I don't know what relationship obviously you've got with the lender or the seller, because like I say, I offered 200 and come up to 210 because of obviously this woman's put an offer on of 210, and now she's up there to 220, and that's when I said, look, I'm not going to get in a bidding more, and you know, this woman doesn't have a clue what she's doing either, so she's just bidding blind on stuff with no due diligence at all.
Ringing me actually is Dave's mate. Just give me 2 seconds, yeah?
Go on.
Just back, yeah? 1 second.
Go on. So that is the fella who owns it now. So it's in his name. So this is I'm trying to sort out this flat situation and trying to help this woman. But as you've just heard, like, I don't know what, you know, how far can I do. He's calling me Santa Claus there because I'm trying to help everyone. But if there's a win-win situation to come out of this in the next week or 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks, then you know there might be a way of doing it, but I don't know, I can't see a win-win unless the lender just come back and said, you can have it for that, I'm willing to swap it. But as you just heard him there, it's £10,000. So I'm thinking myself, it's £10,000. I don't want to pay an extra 10,000. I've already paid an extra 10 on top of what I offered. And he's saying, well, it's an extra 10,000, and the woman who's put the money in is going, well, it's an extra 10,000, and it's like, it's frustrating as hell. And it's all come about because they've missold. I think vendors should have a lot to answer for in this situation, and they're going to play dumb to it and say they didn't know and this and that, but they've already sold the house once or twice, so hard to believe that they don't know, and they put, even if vendors must have looked at the pictures and gone, you know, someone's got to proof the pictures before they go on the site. You can't just put any pictures on, otherwise it decredits vendors as an auction, doesn't it? So I don't know, I can only procrastinate as to what's happened there and guess, which I don't want to do that, and obviously say the wrong thing on YouTube, but yeah, just a crap situation, isn't it? So let's see if he rings back with something, and hopefully we can pull something out the bag that everyone's a winner. We'll see. I'm gonna go and price another job for Cozy Living now. I've just been to that one then, and it's like there's a downpipe loose, and they're getting like mad bits in the window, which I can only think is like a drip bar. We'll see. Right, that's it for this, well, Friday and another week. Shorter week, but I was hoping to finish having negotiated a deal on the next house. However, it's gonna run into next week or the week after, I think, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that, see if anything progresses and if we can get a win-win situation. But yeah, that's it for this week. Anderson, you say subscribe? No? Can you say subscribe? Oi, cheeky bum.
We're eating fish.
Okay, before you eat, can you say subscribe?
Why?
Subscribe.
Why?
No, subscribe.
I always said why.
Subscribe. Love you. Right, it's Saturday morning and I am actually at the yard. The weather is absolutely terrible. This is what I was worried about with me office getting dirty things, but the weather, it's absolutely lashing down, and I can't remember the name of the storm at the minute. But I'm at the yard, I'm printing some documents out. I'm printing, do you know what, some people don't share this. I remember when I very first started and I shared this, and I got so many messages from mates saying, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do that. And I just remember thinking, like, why are you bothered? Do you know what I mean? Like who's actually bothered? So obviously we do building, we use loan facilities, we do, you know, at the moment the interest rate for what we can add value to houses, we can borrow money at and make more money. So it makes sense to borrow as much money as you can for each project. I'm trying to get to the point where we do back-to-back projects and we don't do customer stuff. One of these boards, I'll be drawing me sort of 3 or 5 year plan, whatever it is. But yeah, so I'm printing out now. I won't name him because I haven't actually, but one of me former school teachers. So I've already got 2 teachers that invest. We've got friends and family that invest, and we give them 10% return. So yeah, I was funny enough, I was chatting to someone in the business group yesterday, and they turned around and said, oh my god, like, that's amazing. And I was like, they were like, well, what like guarantees? And I was like, yeah, just explain it through. And he went, well, how do I know you won't just, and I went, well, it's on YouTube, mate. I was like, and he was like, wow, that's amazing for someone who's like gonna lend you money and you can see like the projects that you're on and obviously where the money's going and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna print that off now. He's just texted me saying he's outside the yard, so he's actually gonna give me a lift to another sorry, one of the people who invest is giving me a lift to another person because obviously they've spoke to them, another teacher. So yeah, I'll take this now and then I'll be back in Monday. Hopefully this weather's not too bad.